If you're a school leaver or you're already in college but you're still struggling to get yourself on an apprenticeship, then this video is for you. Here are my top 5 tips to land yourself on an electrical apprenticeship. Okay, so let's get into it. Tip number 1, don't just contact every Sparky that you can find. You've got to be a bit strategic about it. So I get, around this time of year, I get inundated with texts and emails, and it all looks pretty generic, copy and paste. If you're serious, you need to show your potential employer that you are serious. Research the business a little bit, find out what work they're on, what projects they've done, and express your interest in wanting to do that type of work. Include some stuff about yourself. If you've got any previous work that you could show photos of, put those together. Show them photos, show them videos of you doing work. This will show that you're extremely keen and taking it very seriously, because you'd be surprised the amount of people who get on an apprenticeship who then don't take it seriously, take it for granted, when there are hundreds if not thousands of other people out there who would absolutely kill for the opportunity that they've got. Tip number 2, try to go after the bigger companies, because your general one-man band sole trader, they're going to struggle to not only fund it, like pay you a wage and everything, but also have the variety of work. Now, there are some one-man bands out there who do a ton of different types of work, but on the whole, they're not going to have the variety in general. And that's what you want as an apprentice when you're training, when you're learning, is you want as much variety as you can possibly get. You want to be looking at the larger contractors, housing developers, and commercial firms who do maintenance. If they're a bigger team, they've probably got a HR department or a dedicated recruiting team, and they'll all have an apprenticeship framework already built. To find these kinds of companies, you can look on Google, job sites like, Indeed and all that kind of stuff, and even try Googling approved electrical contractors, and there'll be a website, a register of all registered businesses. Tip number 3, if you are still struggling to find something permanent, offer to work for free. It only has to be a week or 2 at most. Not only is it showing that you're keen, it's also giving you some experience, something to put on your CV, and you'll be able to get a lot of pictures, even if it's just tidying up, passing screws, keeping the work area clean. You'll be surprised at how much of a massive difference that makes to the electrician you're working with day. It makes their life so much easier. They get to concentrate on the job, you get to watch what they're doing, keeping the area tidy, and then you let that electrician get on with their day and get finished sooner. But if you are going to work for free and you get the chance to do a work experience, still take it seriously. Turn up on time, turn up presentable with the right gear, not talking tools, just people like smart t-shirt, jeans, trousers, correct footwear, and some lunch. Please take some lunch, because the last thing that any electrician wants to do is cart you off to local Tesco's to grab yourself a meal deal. So think ahead, get a meal deal the night before if needs be, and take it seriously. Okay, tip number 4, don't give up. It can be quite difficult and it could feel like you're talking to a brick wall. You're going to send out a lot of emails, a lot of texts, maybe even a lot of letters, and you'll probably get no reply whatsoever, because a lot of these contractors, a lot of these businesses are busy and they're probably receiving multiple applications, multiple emails, asking people at four people asking for jobs and apprenticeships a day. So just because you don't get a reply from the first letter or first email, first text, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up until you get a definite no. And it might be a no today, but eventually you'll get a yes. So keep at it, don't give up. A good idea, another tip really inside this tip would be open up Excel and list all the companies, list all their email addresses, names, phone numbers, and then and then create another column to say that you have contacted them, sent a CV, sent an email, sent a text, called them, whatever. You can create you can create columns for each one of those scenarios and tick box each part of that for everyone that you've done for each company. And then you could even set yourself a reminder. So in a week's time, if you've not heard back from a company, you can look through your spreadsheet and be like, right, I've contacted them, I've not heard anything back, follow up. So you'll click the follow up button to say that you've followed up to this company a week later, 2 weeks later, whatever it may be. And tip number 5, this, you wouldn't believe this, but the amount of inquiries and applications and people getting in touch with me who are asking on behalf of their kids, the parents are applying for their kids. Don't let your mom, auntie, uncle, whoever apply for you. You need to do this yourself. Take responsibility, because that's what employers are looking for. They're looking for somebody who'll take responsibility, put in the effort, and not want their arse wiped for them. So make sure that you're doing the applications, you're doing the reaching out yourself. It sounds crazy that people even think that it's acceptable, but they do. Tip number 6. Luckily, the electrical industry is very varied. It's wide and you can go down many different avenues. So if you're applying to every single contractor that you can find and you're getting nowhere still, then think outside the box. Think manufacturing plants, think warehouses, think controls companies, anything like that where they're not strictly electricians, but they will have an electrical team. So I've got a friend who went to uni for a few years, come back home, got a job at a manufacturing place where they manufacture a lot of toilet parts, which is the only manufacturer of toilet parts. Sounds crazy. But this place has been going for over 100 years, and he started off on as like a general labourer and worked his way up into the maintenance team. Then they put him through his electrical training, and now he is qualified. He's got all the tickets, fully trained to 18th edition, and he works at a manufacturing place. So there you go, some tips that actually work. If you're serious about becoming an electrician and you put these into practice, and you'll already be ahead of 90% of the people applying. If you've got some questions, drop them in the comments below. If you're already in the game and you've got some tips of your own, let's hear them. Anyway, I hope that's been helpful. Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you hit the bell, you'll get notifications when we upload new videos. If these tips have helped you land a job, I'd love to hear that as well. Catch you in the next video.